So basically Motorfest started out about 12 years ago as a small local burnout competition run by the Drew and Rotary Club. And it was physically owned by, in recent times, Johnny Pilla, who is a legendary engine builder, owns a company called PowerHouse Engines. So I decided to start up a YouTube channel and actually looked up Johnny Pilla at his engine shop. I wanted to film some engine dyno content. I went there, ended up working there, helping run the engine and chassis dyno. So back in my old trade, a little bit different to the TV show stuff I was doing for about 10 years. Anyway, he happened to own this show called Motorfest and said, Glenn, I'm the sole director of this show and I can't do this on my own. Are you interested in taking half of it and helping me with it? And I said, absolutely. I said, look, I love burnouts, don't get me wrong, but can I do whatever I want with it? Can I turn it into a big show? He said, mate, do whatever you want. So I decided I'm going to make this show the show that I've always wanted to go to, the show that I've always wanted to attend, my dream show. So I decided to add the whole big show element. We're talking pavilions full of cars. We've got the Burnout competition, which is now a Burnout Masters Series competition. At the moment, we're in the Street and Show Spectacular Pavilion, sponsored by Tough Lift. There's some amazing cars in here. So we've got customs, classics, tough streeters, we've got movie cars, we've got survivor cars, we've got some amazing vehicles in here. Then we've got another massive pavilion called the Muscle Car Megastars. So that is all about factory stock muscle. We're talking Australian American concourse muscle as if it rolled off the showroom floor. Then we've got a performance trade and restoration trade hall. We've got a massive show and shine element here. We've got probably 1,000 plus cars turning up today. But one very exciting element is that Burnout Masters event that we've got here today, and it's going to be absolutely huge. Effectively, with the Burnout Masters series, we've got 2 big tickets to give out. So 2 of the best cars here at this event will actually go on to the final in Canberra of the Burnout Masters series. So you've got some really big hitters here, you've got some big bang and blown alcohol supercharged stuff, you've got some naturally aspirated stuff. So we're talking about things like Dodge NASCAR engine powered things that turn to like 9,800 RPM, which is insane. So the event should be absolutely spectacular. So why don't we take a look? You know what, there's nothing better than a good old fist pump, you know? There's just nothing like the adrenaline rush about getting in a car and pedal to the metal, smoking the tyres, seeing that tacho dial right around where it maybe shouldn't be. Finishing that burnout, blowing those tyres off and getting out and jumping on the roof or whatever you want to do. It's just an enormous thing. These guys are absolutely crazy, but they love it. Personally, I haven't done a lot in the burnout scene. I'm more of a circuit racer and drag racer, so that's my background. And interestingly, I've never really had a lot to do with the burnout scene, but since I've become involved in it, I've actually been super impressed. The work that goes into these cars and the preparation and the condition of these cars is actually mind-blowing. It's a real sight to behold. So these Harley guys are absolutely crazy. They're so talented, they're so skilled. They're going to put a fantastic show for the crowds. They're always popular, but they've got no fear. And then we've got the drift cars. We're talking like tandem drift cars within inches of each other. on the brink of destruction sometimes, but they don't seem to quite get there. They always hang in there and they always keep the cars in one piece, well, most of the time anyway. It's always very entertaining for the crowds. Super important to have very good marshals, to have very good clerk of course, to have safety officers. At the end of the day, motorsport is dangerous and we don't want any problems. And we also want to maintain a very good name for our event. So safety is absolutely paramount. To me, one of the most important elements is to have a massive show and shine area, a huge amount of area to fit these cars in on the day. To get people to drive their cars and get out, get in their machines and drive them to an event, there's nothing better. A lot of these events where you see in some metropolitan areas, there's no parking for those sorts of cars. I want people to get their cars out, and that's what we've done here today. Massive variety of cars, completely different cars, all different types of makes, models, and that's the thing, we don't actually discriminate. We like anything with wheels and an engine. It can be Japanese, it can be European, it can be American, it can be Australian. We love it. The bar is a really big hit. People like to come along, have a few drinks, relax. Of course, we don't recommend they drive after that, but just to sit back and have a fantastic time is very, very important to us. And these bars are well secured too, so there's only one certain area that you can drink in. You can't drink across the whole facility. We do want it to be family friendly. We do want people to come along and have a good time and wine and dine and all the rest of it. So it's a very well controlled event in that area. We want a safe, fun, spectacular event for all involved. Well, what we wanted to do was have a family friendly event. So we've got kids carnival and rides. We've got all sorts of amazing food vendors here. So I've actually hand-picked each and every food vendor myself. Award-winning chicken, we're talking smoked barbecue, we're talking all sorts of stuff. I wanted an event that was actually like a wine and dine style of event, so that not only would people be blown away by the cars they see here in the action, but they actually come away and say, oh my goodness, the food was just incredible. Everyone is having an absolute ball today. They're coming up, patting me on the back saying, thanks for the show, Glenn. You've got no idea how good that makes me feel. It brings a tear to the eye to know that they really appreciate all the thousands of hours that we put into putting this show together. That's what I like about the car community. We're all friends. I can run into someone that I've never met before and it's like I've known them forever. I love that sort of camaraderie and we're all just one big family at the end of the day. So it does mean a lot to me to support the community, but also the car community as a whole. I want to keep this event going in the future. I want to grow this thing into one of the best events of its type in Australia. And I think we can do it. We've got the tools to make it happen. We've got the most amazing venue here. I'm sure you'll agree. It's a spectacular place. We've got all the room we need. A burnout pad, pavilions, the convention centre. It's just incredible. Seeing Motorfest 2023 at Lardner Park was such a hit, we've decided to come back all guns blazing, bigger and better than ever for 2024. This time Motorfest at Lardner Park is going to be absolutely massive, even bigger. We're talking muscle cars, we're talking classics, customs, survivor cars, massive burnout competition, a 3-day event concept including Saturday and Sunday in the first weekend of March, discounted camping and glamping, motorcycles, dedicated dyno comps for petrol and diesel, off-road 4x4 time trial on our dedicated track, music, kids carnival, trade hall, incredible food vendors and an enormous show and shine when you can bring your car to the event. This one you don't want to miss. For more details on Motorfest at Lardner Park 2024, see motorfest.com.au.